Are you ready for more? Are you ready to have a bigger impact finally with the message, the incredible message that you are here to bring to the world? Are you ready to actually finally step into who you are, to find your voice, to claim your power and to create your next level in your business? If so, you are in the absolute right place. Hello, everyone. My name is Elizabeth Ocean, and you are here with me finding out the best secrets, tips, and tools to expand, grow, and really live your business message to make the world a better place and to bring your gifts into the world. And I am so excited because I am here with the absolutely fabulous and incredible Siddiqi Ray, and she's going to be teaching you about bringing your incredible message and impact into the world. So today you are going to learn the 3 keys to making an impact online. If you want to make an impact online, post in the comments down below the word impact. If you're watching the replay, post the word replay as well. But if you want to make an impact with your message and your gifts, type the word impact in the comments down below right now. Some of you are watching on our Facebook page. Some of you are in our Women's Holistic Business Network. It's an incredible community on Facebook, and some of you are in my YouTube. So welcome to all of you. Post in the comments down below so that we can have a conversation. I'm going to bring up my fabulous and incredible guest. Let's all give her some sparkly fingers or a cheer. Siddiqi Ray, you are amazing. There might be a slight internet delay as I bring this incredible woman up, but as we figure that out, let me tell you a little bit about her. She's a groundbreaking visibility mentor who has developed her 30-year career as a professional photographer and master mentor to women. And she's put that into a program to support changemaker women and business owners. So you can see why I am bringing her on to master their visibility and enable their success and results in the world. So I'm so excited to talk to you about visibility today. Siddiqi is the founder and the creator of the groundbreaking soul portrait process. And for over 30 years, this incredible woman has worked with world-leading organizations and leaders, including the Mayo Clinic, Target, the Associated Press, the Navy SEALs, the Dalai Lama, who she had the honor of photographing, Nelson Mandela, Deepak Chopra, and the Kennedys to support their visibility and work in the world. So everyone, you are going to love what Siddiqi has to share with you today. She was awarded the Icon Award by the International Women's Economic Forum for her work with women community leaders. So Siddiqi, you are incredible. I adore you. I adore your work. Your photography is incredible. The work that you do with women is incredible. So welcome.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And I'm really excited to talk to your women because I know that they are up to really big things in the world. And I'm hoping that I can inspire them to make an even bigger impact.
Yay, I'm so glad. Well, it's one of the things that I'm really passionate about as well, is that women oftentimes will hide, and I know the path and the journey, like many of you, will hide because of all sorts of fears that come up. And how many of you know that you still are hiding in your business? You're still having fears that keeping yourself invisible. Siddiqi, you work with women in this. What's your experience as well with women hiding behind their businesses or just hiding and not coming out?
Yeah, I'll call myself out first on that in terms of how I hide. I hide in perfectionism. And what that looks like for me is like every little font has to be perfect and the images have to be perfect. And I get lost in perfectionism, which leads to procrastination, which leads to paralysis. Like, oh, it's too late now to market my, whatever. And I see this all the time. Women just second guessing themselves, Elizabeth, and getting really caught up in that perfectionism that leads to that paralysis, which means that we're not out there making an impact. Yeah.
So true. So is there anything else you would say about, because I mean, look at your shirt. It says unmute yourself. So everyone, Siddiqi really stands for you all unmuting yourselves. Let's actually ask our audience a question. How do you keep yourself hidden? How are you all muting yourself? Post it in the comments down below right now. Maybe you're not posting. Maybe you're not sending another email. Maybe you're not doing a video. Maybe you're not getting out there in your community. Siddiqi, how else do you see women muting themselves in their businesses?
Yeah. Okay. So here's a real clincher. We are playing small and we're best kept secrets. So I hear my husband, who is equally as incredible as I am in different ways, but I hear him on calls, and he can just brag about himself. He can just talk about himself and talk about his accomplishments and name them. And as women, I know that we are meant to be the voice of a movement. And in
Yes.
order to do that, we have to contextualize it and tell people, like, I've done all these things, I have all these degrees, I have all these certifications, and we're just not willing to come out of the closet with how great we are, which is ironic because we're also simultaneously trying to prove ourselves with the next degree, the next accomplishment, the next whatever it is. And I see women muting themselves all the time, in diminishing themselves, in playing small, in being second to someone else, in always putting other people forward instead of themselves. And that's not leadership. That's being a coward. And I would raise my hand to doing that too. It's so much easier for me to promote and talk about other people than to talk about how amazing I am and how many women I help.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, this is so true. Even one of our viewers said, I don't even want to comment on this live because of the urge to hide. And then she says, ha ha ha. It's so true. And we're hiding
Yes.
because of that fear. And I see it a lot in women. I love what you said. Men can go out and be like, I'm this great thing. But women, if we do it, we'll get slapped down or put down, or like, don't boast, don't brag. We're taught to be like, just hang out in the background, because if you are anything other than that thing, that you will actually get, what's the word, put down by other women.
Burned
And
at the
that's the
stake.
saddest.
Burned at the stake.
Exactly. That's the
If
saddest
I had
bit.
a dollar, yeah, if I had a dollar for every woman that said, but if I speak up and I really, share my magic gifts with the world, I'm going to be burned at the stake. Like, honestly, people literally say that. I get the sentiment behind it.
Yeah.
And as far as I know, we haven't burned anybody at the stake in quite a while.
Yeah.
However, that it's in our DNA to be afraid of, I'm going to speak up, I'm going to get shut down,
Yeah.
and I'm going to get killed. And I
And
get
how do you see
that.
this relating to what we're going through on the planet even right now? Women's voices need to be heard, these kind of things. The last couple of years, what everybody's been through with the pandemic, how do you see it being really present right now?
It really makes me want to cry. I see brilliant, talented, gifted, wise ass women taking themselves out.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody takes us out more than we take ourselves out. We take ourselves out of the conversation. We take ourselves out of the running,
Yeah.
for the promotion, for asking for the next level of clients. We take ourselves out by not promoting ourselves, by not marketing ourselves, by not putting the word out that we have the unique solution that people are looking for. And we keep waiting. We keep waiting for the right time when we feel confident enough to do it. And we have been on a lifelong quest to feel confident enough, to feel like I'm enough to be of service in the way that the world is aching for. The world is literally, dying on our watch because we are holding ourselves back, because we're in this conversation in our head. And it hurts my heart.
Yeah.
How many talented women entrepreneurs are game changers, and simply enough people don't know about us because we're not tooting our own horn, and we take ourselves out because we don't think our voice matters.
Yeah, it is so true. If you feel this, everyone, post in the comments down below. Just say, feel it. If you feel this, if you know this is true in your heart. And Sid, it's obvious how passionate you are
I'm
about
so
this. And it makes me want to ask you another question. What is it that you've been through that makes you so passionate about this? Like, what was your biggest challenge?
I think it wasn't just it was chronic challenges with, I come from a background of being a professional photographer and chronically hiding behind the camera, and simultaneously at every point in my career, like you read that epic bio of people when I'm photographing for Time Magazine, people literally saying to me, so is this what you do full time? Like the chronic undervaluing and under recognizing and not feeling significant. in my corporate career, and simultaneously soul crushing discrimination in corporate America, soul crushing. And it just made me want to quit and give up. And it was just too hard. And so I think that I come from a background of, I was already destroying myself with an eating disorder and drug addiction 30 years ago. And then I crawl myself out of that hole only to get into the hole of caring so much about what other people think of me and people pleasing. And you can't win that way.
Absolutely.
Right.
That's
And
so
so
true.
I
So
think
what was
for
the turning
me,
point for you that made it
I love that you
possible?
asked that. The turning point, wait, I have it here. I haven't hung this yet, but this was the turning point. The turning point was, in this moment, I'm in front of the Dalai Lama for Time magazine. Stupid how I got there. Stupid. Complete universe. Nothing to do with my, at that time, my ability. I didn't have the right camera. I didn't have the right press pass. I was literally in the right place at the right time, and the real photographer couldn't show up. And so I show up to this shoot. So just like, it was excruciating, Elizabeth, how inadequate I felt. And I kept looking over my shoulder, like, when is the real person that's really qualified to do this going to show up?
Yeah.
And it was me. And in that moment, the Dalai Lama asked me to put my camera down and to come stand beside him.
Wow.
And the turning point was that I realized that I had spent my whole life trying so hard to get attention, to be seen, to feel significant, to feel like I belonged. And that I had been hiding my light behind this camera, seeing everybody else. And so when the Dalai Lama came and asked me to stand beside him, what I realized was, this is the mark of a great person. They see you, they recognize you, and they invite you to stand beside them. And they make you feel like you're the only person in the world that exists. And they allow you to feel equal to them. Beautiful. And I've had this with Bill Clinton. I had the same experience with Nelson Mandela. I've had it with the Kennedys. All the people on my resume have that same quality. And that changed my life, Elizabeth.
Oh, that is so incredible.
Feeling
so
seen. Deeply seen.
And then that translates
it translates
to the work that you're doing with women.
Yeah.
And that's so powerful. So tell us a little bit about the work that you do with women.
All the work, or specifically the Unmute Yourself?
Let's talk in general, and then we'll talk about the workshop that's coming up.
So I'm really taking a stand for women to unmute themselves, to be seen, to be heard, to believe that they are enough, because that's what it's going to take for us to change the tide of what's going on in the world, is for each of us to stand up and make a contribution. And so I have numerous programs that are done with you programs, lots of accountability, lots of emotional support, lots of structure, and some really juicy, scientifically backed tools to help women like us go bigger, go from
what's needed.
Hidden to hello world, I'm here, I'm ready to shine my light. That's what I do in my program.
Right. And that's the movement of women that's happening on the world. That's why coaches like you and I can work with women and have so much success with them, is because women are ready for it. They just need some steps and some tools. So you've created a training that's coming up next week already. So July 18th it starts.
Yes.
Let's jump into just telling everybody about the training that you've got coming up.
Yeah. Unmute Yourself Live is 5 days of highly engaging, highly interactive, done with you, really well resourced and well supported work, where we dive into, what is it costing me to stay hidden, to mute myself? What is it costing me? And what do I want more than this? And how am I going to go out in the world and be that change that I want to see in the world? And so we look at the cost of staying hidden. We look at the bigger calling that you have. We have a lot of worksheets and exercises. And then at the end of the day, my work is about marketing yourself and putting yourself out in the world so that the people that need your gifts can find you. And so we come up with like a little mini marketing plan for you to put yourself out there consistently, so that the people that you are here to bring relief to in your business can find you.
Absolutely incredible.
Mhm.
So is this experience, this training that you've got coming up, it's July 18th through the 22nd, so 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Is it all day, every day? Like, what's the time?
It's an hour a day. It's you
An hour
investing
a
an
day?
hour a day in the vision of, hey, I've been tapped on the shoulder by the universe to photograph the Dalai Lama. I'm going to just
Oh,
show up for it.
beautiful.
And
So
so
an hour a day,
an hour a day.
and it's live.
It's not pre-recorded. It's live because it's done
Unmute
with
yourself.
you, not like
Okay.
go off
Is
and
there
do
a
by
cost?
yourself. Is there a cost? Yes, $27. That
What? That's crazy.
$27, 100% of that goes to the Tibetan nuns that you and I both worked with. You and I both
Right? So
worked with the
Siddiqui and I
Tibetan
in the
nuns.
past have both volunteered with the Tibetan Nuns Project in
Mhm.
India, in northern India, where the Dalai Lama has taken refuge, and a lot of Tibetan refugees are living there because the Indian country gave them solace. And both she and I didn't know this, but in our past we both have worked with the Tibetan Nuns Project, and so beautiful that this $27, the proceeds, is going to supporting the Tibetan nuns. That's beautiful. So I just posted the link here for you, everyone, to join Siddiqi's incredible training. It's coming up July 18th through the 22nd. That money actually goes to supporting an incredible cause. And you're all going to learn the keys and tools that you need to unmute yourself and get your message out there into the world. This is so powerful. Why is it important for women to be doing this kind of work right now?
If not now, then when? And if not us, then who?
Beautiful, right?
Yeah. I
So
mean,
it's
you
just that
don't,
simple.
and here's what I say to my women lovingly. You don't get to sit on the sidelines and complain anymore. If you're not raising your hand to be part of the solution, you're part of the problem. And the problem is that we've been muted for too long. And it's time. It's just time that we stand up and we shine into this world that so needs each of us to contribute our gifts. Nothing more than that. You don't have to carry the whole thing on your shoulders, but you do need to show up and do your part. And there is support for you to do that. So if your women are ready, as I know they are, to play on a much bigger level, then the key to doing that, to making that impact, is to raise your hand and say, I'm ready, I'm willing, I'm able. I might not know how, but I am ready, willing, and able to show up and make an impact.
I love that. You don't have to know how, everyone. You hearing that? You could just have to be ready. You just have to be willing. You have to be able. And Siddiqi's going to show you how next week in the training. Is there anything else you'd say about the training that you want women to know about it?
Just that the women that are attracted to this movement, the Unmute Yourself movement, are incredible movers and shakers already. And they're all ready to go to the next level. And this has been the missing link. I've seen people go from this 5-day workshop to launching something so much bigger and better, getting higher paying clients than they've ever had, getting the right clients, getting more clients, and more importantly, feeling that soul satisfaction that both you and I feel when we work with women, but also that we felt with the nuns. I don't know about you, but I felt so soul satisfied when I was living and working with the nuns. And
And
I'm
that's what
bringing
women
that
are
same
looking for
energy.
now.
Yes.
Soul
Yes. Meaning.
satisfied, like that,
Soul
bringing
satisfied.
meaning. At this stage in your life, everyone, you might be thinking there's got to be more. Like, is there more for me? I need to have more of an impact. I need to get heard. And that's why you're doing your business. That's why you're working on what you're working on. So this is so powerful. I love that you're bringing this training to the world, Siddiqi. I appreciate your work and everything about you,
Thank
Siddiqi. And
you.
I've known each other for years now. And that's why I'm bringing her forward in front of you all, is because I believe in her work and she's incredible.
And I know you and I believe the same thing. And this is the last thing that I'll say, that this is the era where our businesses become the platform for our spiritual growth.
Absolutely.
And that is why Elizabeth and I love doing what we do, because it is our expression in the world of, our love. And
Yes.
if you're on that with us, and you know that you love what you do so much more when there's people in your program and people in front of you, then please join us, and we will help you step into that next level of you just being even more of yourself, because that is really what is required.
Yeah. And we need that now more than ever, as women being more of themselves in their business as they're putting themselves forward and being the face of their business. We need more of just who you are, everyone. You don't have to be anything you're not. You don't have to be some shiny thing that doesn't feel authentic to you. You can be a totally aligned leader. This training is going to be really incredible, everyone. So if you haven't yet clicked the link, go ahead and click it and get yourself registered right now. And put in the comments as well, what is it that makes you desire to get visible? What is it that makes you desire to unmute yourself? And I'm guessing that it's usually something bigger than just you. So what is causing your desire? What is pulling you forward? Everyone, post it in the comments down below. Post some love for Siddiqi. And Siddiqi, what would you leave all these incredible women off with today?
The world is waiting. The world is waiting for you. Don't take yourself out.
So true, everyone. All right, everybody, the world is waiting for you. I'm so glad that you've joined us. If you know another woman who needs to unmute herself, please share that link along with her. Post in the comments, form community, connect with each other, connect with Siddiqi. Maybe she'll come back and post in the comments and answer some of your questions.
Oh, yes, I will. Definitely. Definitely.
Perfect. All right, everyone, thank you so much. And Siddiqi, you're just a magical, amazing, like heartfelt, truly like I'm kind of lost for words to try to describe my admiration for you. You're amazing. So thank you for being you.
Right back at you, gorgeous. Thank you for being you.
I love you. Everyone, thank you again for watching, and we'll see you really soon.